Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review of Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 4, Episode 8. You reap what you Marsau. Child, this was a whole fool. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you are back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Child, y'all come on in the room, honey. Like, comment, and subscribe if you get anything out of the content. China, let's get into it if we gonna get into it. When the episode first opens up, the heifers is still at this messy Galentines Day event that Kimmy has put together. They done usher Destiny on out, honey, because they're about to get ready to go into a fisticuffs. And Tisha is trying to calm her down. She's like, girl, you are better than that. Just calm down. So Storm is still speaking her speech over on the other side. And Mel is pushing her down in the seat and whatnot. And Mel goes in to tell Destiny that they don't even have no beef like that. So why are y'all fighting? They're fighting because you're sitting there on mute and you brought Stormy to bark like a little chihuahua. So that's why they fighting, child. So Destiny is like, she's trying to explain herself, and Mel and Kimmy are saying Destiny was being aggressive. Quite frankly, y'all's energy was exactly the same. Honey, if we gonna call one person aggressive, let's call the whole damn group aggressive. Y'all getting on my nerves. Child, this is really getting on my nerves, and I don't like this aggressive agenda. I don't like it. So Destiny said that Stormy tried to sun her twice, and the third time was a charm because then, you know, enough if you buck. So she was like, you know what? I really do hate that I allowed myself to actually get to that point. And this is what she's saying in her confessional. She was like, I just really didn't even want to go there. Back inside, Tiffany up there whispering to Stormy. Here she go. Your baby, your baby. Stormy said, he cute, ain't he? Oh my goodness. Stormy. He is a beautiful little boy. He is beautiful. But honey, what I think she was trying to say is, girl, think about your children, honey. That's what she was trying to say. And Tiffany, I heard you whispering, talking about, yeah, the chair was a bit much. Girl, just sit there and be quiet, honey. We haven't said anything to you all season. Keep it that way. So Tisha comes in telling Stormy, she was like, you need to control your liquor. If you can't control your liquor, then you shouldn't be drinking. Oh my goodness, let me tell y'all something. I'm not about to let these helpers word me, and I'm not about to let these comments word me. If you didn't come over here to have a good time, honey, I don't know one of them channels that be posting about mail every 5 minutes, child, because it ain't over here. Oh, honey, we are going to have a good time, and we are going to laugh amidst the foolishness, because, child, this is crazy. Tisha, that woman is not drunk, okay? She's not drunk. The tension is thick as hell, and this is a mess of a party. Me, frankly, I wouldn't even be there. Right, and that's just me, honey. Kimmy will be looking for me in the daytime with a flashlight. I'm gone. So Stormy is telling Tisha, she's like, ain't nobody finna talk to me crazy. Like, I only had one drink. Ma'am, she was talking to Mel, though. You interjected. Listen, Stormy. Listen, girl. None of this would have happened if you wouldn't have piped up and started speaking your speech. Honey, stay out of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with you. Once again, you inserted yourself. So Tisha's like, well, you were talking crazy, too. So here go Tiffany. But Destiny was mocking her. Tiffany, shut it. Okay? That came after the fact of her saying, well, I don't even want to go after that. Well, you tell me why y'all got a problem. You cannot make someone answer your question. So Tiffany, shut the hell up. And you just want Stormy to like you. Girl, gone. Destiny was not talking to Stormy. All that childish mess came much later. So Mel comes back to try to calm down Stormy Mayweather. And she's like, girl, chill. Y'all don't even have beef. Now, I can say this. I respected the fact that she tried to calm down both the ladies. She went in and said something to Destiny first, honey, because they'll try to twist that around like, she didn't even say that to Destiny. She went in there to say something to Destiny, like, girl, y'all not even fighting for real. Like, what is this all about? Then she went out there to get Stormy Mayweather, and she was like, Stormy, what is going on, girl? I brought you here to be my plus one, not to get into it as you got into it. At this point, I feel like the event should be ended, okay? But it's still going on. So Stormy was like, in her confession, I just never understood why she was mocking me. I mean, but I feel like Destiny is not my type of person. Girl, you said it about everybody you get in this confessional with. Tiffany, not your kind of person. Destiny, not your kind of person. I'm sure Tisha's not your kind of person. The only person that's your kind of person is Melody. Girl, gone. Moving forward. So in the back, Destiny's emotions are still high, and Kimmy is telling her to calm it down. And Destiny said, you know what? If it were you, what would you do? And Kimmy said, I would toss a chair. Oh, you would toss a chair, Kimberly. And you calling her aggressive. Oh, okay. So Destiny finally calms on down, and she said that she respects Kimmy because she's unbiased and she respects how she moves and how she thinks. I appreciate that. Okay, but to be honest, Kimmy knew this mess was gonna be a fool. She knew it. Putting all you heifers in the same room together and knowing y'all can't stand each other, and this was 5 minutes after the reunion. She already knew this. But y'all, that's neither here nor there. She is trying to, make sure that she brings down the strength in the room. But Kimmy continuously calling Destiny aggressive. I don't think she called it in that moment, honey, because she just wanted to have somebody to lean on. Baby, it couldn't have been me. Okay, I would have been like, girl, first of all, if you gonna come here and try to calm me down, don't call me aggressive no damn mo. Don't call me that. Okay? Or I'm gonna show you aggressive. Moving forward. So Tisha back on the outside, she was like, I didn't get all rowdy with Mel, and she called me a bitch. So Stormy said, but y'all stood up on each other. Stormy, correct, honey, correct the mundo. Tisha, what do you consider rowdy, honey? Because that definitely was another level for y'all both. Okay, not just you, but for the both of y'all. It was a little rowdy. So Tisha is saying, I wouldn't swing because, I don't even know our issue. Like, we were fine after the reunion. So then Mel states that her issue was at the reunion when her and Destiny were talking. Tisha piped up saying she didn't think Mel was a good friend. And then they rolled that beautiful bean footage. Tisha said, no, Carlos asked me. That's exactly what I remember. And I told y'all that last review. She gave a look. Carlos was, wondering what the look was for, and he asked her to elaborate, and she said she didn't want to say anything. She didn't want to interject herself, and Carlos said, no, this is an open forum. Like I explained last review, Tisha only piped up because Carlos prompted her to. Carlos, this is all your fault if we really want to be real. Honey, you in your suit. So then Mel wants to know how Tisha thought they were cool if she's saying that she ain't a good friend. Now, what you're saying is valid because, how you gonna think we cool if you just sat up here and said I'm not a good friend? How you think we cool? Okay, cool. But why would you want her to speak to you if y'all ain't cool? So really, y'all doing the same thing, but in different ways. Y'all getting on my nerves, honey. Y'all getting on my central nervous system. And she said the second thing about this, Tisha, is you saying I tried to destroy your marriage, and you were saying it all aggressively. You tried to destroy my marriage. She was not aggressive. She simply stated her opinion and her assessment of the situation. Now, at this event, she felt a little animosity towards you because, she was really getting into it, honey. That could be construed as aggressive. But so could you, calling her a bitch. So could Stormy, getting up out her seat. So could Destiny, getting up out her seat. Everybody in here was giving a little bit of aggressiveness. So Mel was like, well, Marsau comes up when we're together because he's always in the blogs. The same way they talked about me in Hotel, they talked about it because it was public. Okay, I can see that. But then, so then Tisha was like, look, you're not about to play them games with me. The only reason why me and Marsau went live was because we were defending ourselves against things that you put out. Okay, apparently Mel and Martell called and asked them not to talk about their infidelity on the show. And then a show was born, and then it was their storyline. So Tisha said, we remained silent. But season 1, we knew that he had cheated on you. So Mel said, oh, you knew? Tisha said, girl, you knew too. You told me. And I was pissed at Martell. And she was like, Tisha, girl, whatever. Mel gets up, talking about, I don't lie. One thing I do, I don't lie. Let me tell y'all this. I absolutely hate when people say that because you do lie, ma'am. You lie. Even if it's by omission. You lied on that reunion about that fellatio, even though you didn't maybe want to talk about it or whatever. But you lie. Everyone has told a lie before, unless your mother Teresa. Like, you lie. Girl gone. Moving forward. So Tisha's like, well, where's your proof? Okay? Where's your proof? So Mel said, tell me a time I lied to you, Tisha. That's not what she's asking you, Melody. She's asking you for proof. That's what she's asking. If you know that her husband has without a shadow of a doubt cheated on her, where is your proof? Where is your scooter? Shout out to Nene Leaks. Child, shout out to Nene Leaks. So Tisha said, you knew Martell was cheating for 3 years and you had a baby by his ass. Well, baby, what she say that for? Mel said, because that's my husband. And this is her husband, Melody. Allow her to be cheated on in peace if that's the case. It's not your life's mission to prove Marsau's infidelity. If you don't like Tisha, watch the chips fall where they may. Like, what's done in the dark will always come to the light, honey. That's biblical. It could take years. It could take decades, honey. It could take however long, but it's going to come to the surface if it's true. So I don't understand why you are so hell-bent on making sure that everybody around the world knows that Martell was not the only one. Girl, we ain't dumb. We know Martell was not the only one. You can let it go now. You can really let it go. So Mel is like, and don't care. You sitting up here with him and you don't even care that he cheating on you. Tisha said, prove it to me. Baby, Tisha is not backing down, honey. I wasn't expecting this at the event. So she not backing down and whatnot. So Mel said, go to YouTube. Now, how did we get into it? Shout out to YouTube, honey. Oh, honey, don't come over here, honey. Now, Tisha, I'm speaking directly to you, honey. Don't come over this way, because I don't report on nothing Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't care what y'all doing. As soon as this episode goes off, I don't think about y'all not no more. Okay? Not no more. Tisha said, okay, but where is your proof? You telling me to go to YouTube, but what proof do you have? Like, I want to see it from you. So Mel looks to Kimmy and she starts saying, see, Tisha has a lot of hate in her heart. Y'all both do. Not just her. Y'all both have a lot of animosity towards each other, and it's still deep in the heart of you and her. Both of y'all. Tisha still crying about the proof, honey. She's screaming, show me the proof, show me the proof. Mel was like, I'll bring up the tweet right now. So, honey, she grabbing her phone, and she gets up and storms out with Stormy. Mel, where are you going? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Pam, honey, come back and show us the proof, honey. If you got the proof, then show it. She's like, I never lied to you, Tisha. So Tisha's like, bravo, Melody, you're an actress. Bravo. Mel is like, let me go before I go to jail. Tisha, kiss my ass. Okay, my thing is this. Why are you running out? Why are you running out but been hollering about this for 4 years? Are you keeping it for something to hang over the woman's head? If not, spill it if you got it. It's giving lazy. Because like if I'm into it with a woman and I really want to let her know to gut punch that ass one time, I'm going to lay it all out on the table. I'm not getting up, walking out, screaming, kiss my... No, I'm going to show you the proof. If you got it, show it. If you really don't like this woman and you really want to hurt her, show the proof. Child, anyway, you listening to the blogs just like us, honey. You've been saying that since season 1. Moving forward. I say leave them people marriage alone. Like, what's supposed to happen will happen. It's giving misery loves company, honey. And I don't care what y'all think about it. This is my opinion. Because if you don't want everyone to be as miserable as you were in that marriage with Martell and then everything falling the hell apart, then why not just leave this lady alone? So Mel said, Tisha, in her confessional, Tisha is proving that they can never be cool. She was like, I was going to, get up and go off, but I got too much to lose. But Mel, you didn't take accountability for your part. Both of y'all need to take accountability. Girl gone. Child, all this and Kimmy just sitting there happy y'all ain't talking about her. I'm sick of y'all and all this fighting all over the same thing every season. I'm tired. Okay? All parties involved played a part in the demise of your frenemy-ship. And I'm calling it frenemy-ship, honey, because I don't do these kinds of things to my friends. Even when we fall out, I'm not about to tell none of your business. I'm not about to cut you. Baby, once I cut you off, I'm done with you. There's no need for me to keep poking the bear. And I don't care nothing about no reality TV show. This is some real life stuff that's happening and it's unfolding right before our eyes. At first I was like, it's a reality TV show, but y'all get all over Instagram and everything else and y'all talk about it all day and night. So for me, I just feel like it was everybody. Everybody played a part in it. And you too, Kimmy. In the next scene, it's the next morning at Scott 2.0's and it's Kimmy's birthday. Happy birthday, girl. And they're having breakfast in bed. So she starts telling Maurice what went on and how it was basically a shit show. So then she starts talking about the housewarming and he asked her if Mel was coming. And she was like, well, she didn't give me a definite yes. So Maurice is like, well, if she doesn't come, then you won't have the back and forth fighting. Here go Kimmy. You think so? Yes, we think so. He said, okay. Mel and Martell are fighting. Tisha and Mel are fighting. Destiny and Mel are fighting. Stormy is into it because of Mel. So everything centers around Mel. And this is true. Everybody fighting with Mel at this point. Like, this is a fool. Like, I would be exhausted with all that fighting. I would be like, you know what? I really don't want anything to do with this show. I'm not going to come back because y'all are exhausting me. And you're talking about the energy vampires, but I mean, everybody's sucking everybody's blood at this point. So then Maurice asked if Martell can come, and she's like, I'm going to have to pray on it. Kimmy, that's foul AF, and let me tell you why. You were all about Hotel being a good guy. The minute you possibly could be dragged into some mess, then he's out. And your man lied. Okay? You knew Maurice was hanging with Martell a long time ago, and now it's a problem. It's looking fishy to me. So Maurice is like, I thought y'all were good. Like, what's happening? She's like, well, he's attached himself to foolishness. Kimmy, he was attached to that when he was supposedly the good guy. That's what Mel was trying to tell you. And that's the one time I did agree with Mel. Martell is nobody's good guy. And you was he's a good guy. And you were all cool with him. As soon as that picture surfaced, then Maurice got the liaring. Now all of a sudden you don't want nothing to do with Martell. Okay, girl. Moving forward. So Kimmy is like, well, if you want, I can explain it to him, the fact that he's not invited. So Maurice was like, let's call him so we can get to the bottom of the mess. So they call him. Boop, 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 boop. Hello. Charlie answered on the first ring. Martell. No, you ain't got no friend. Child, Martell was waiting on somebody to call him. Talking about he on the way to a meeting. I hope you're on your way to take a mock builder's license test. Ain't doing nothing else. So Maurice tells him about Jalen's housewarming party. And he's like, that's good, man. He's like, but I got something to say. Kimmy wants to clear some things up. He's like, well, I don't know what you want to clear up. I'm away from everything. So he confused, right? So Maurice is like, well, we know y'all can't be together right now as far as you and Mel, but I was wondering if Mel don't come, then why can't you? So he's like, wait a minute. If Mel doesn't come, why can't I? How did she get an introduction before me? It's an invitation, okay? But it's because Kimmy trying to keep you away from her man since now we side-eyeing Maurice as well, quiet as it's kept. And she was like, well, at the moment, you got foolishness with you and drama comes with you. Well, child, that's always. She's like, I don't bother people, so I prefer to be left out of the drama. Well, as long as you're married to a Scott and as long as you're on this show and as long as you are Miss Wanda adjacent, child, it might be some foolishness attached to you. I'm just saying. So Martell is still confusion per usual, child. And Maurice is like, well, you commented on the post, Martell, so that's what she's saying. So Maurice wants the three of them to sit down. So, Martell is going through a tunnel or something, child. The wind is going, his phone is breaking up. They have a bad connection. And he hangs up. And when he gets off, Maurice goes, okay, well, aside from that, I have something else planned. Let me just say this before he get into what he has planned. Maurice, why would you call and stir up all this on my birthday? And boy, if you don't let me talk to Martell outside of my birthday, child, please, I wish I would. Anywho, baby, he done packed the bags and everything for them to go to Miami. He's planned a trip for them. Child, these two working overtime to get us to forget, but don't think I forgot. Maurice, you sure got a lot of free time now. At first, you could not bear to take a moment away to spend with Kimberly. Now you got all this time since that picture has surfaced. Moving forward. In the next scene over at Black, Marsau is up there holding up the wall, waiting on Miss Wanda to come. Baby, these two immediately start up. When I tell y'all I love to see them go back and forth, honey, it's giving Pam and Martin. I love to see the two of them go at it. Oh, I love it. It's like a sitcom waiting to happen. So she's supposed to be shadowing, honey, but baby, Miss Wanda ain't there to do no work, child. She don't want to do nothing. And Miss Wanda, I have to say, in this metallic gold, you really look pretty in this confessional. That's just a side note. So then in the middle of the kitchen, now mind you, the man over there frying burgers or whatever he doing. And in the middle of the kitchen, she brings up the picture. He's like, yeah, I saw it. It wasn't me. Shout out to Shaggy. So in the confessional, Miss Wanda was like, well, after looking at it, I think it was his big ass bag. Y'all, the way I screamed at that. When I tell y'all, I hollered when she said that was his big bag. So Miss Wanda is trying to get to the bottom of it. And she was like, was it you? And you need to go home and shake those sheets out and get them bed bugs out, because that wasn't no hotel. That looked like a damn motel. It was giving the Snooty Fox. It was. But hotel, motel, or Holiday Inn, the people say it's you, Marsau. So is it you? Honey, comment down below and tell me if it was you, Marsau. I ain't gonna tell nobody. So he tells her, wherever you got that from, get the rest of the information. And he's like, I don't know if it's me, because I haven't seen my back. Miss Wanda, he's trolling you. Don't even worry about it, child. He ain't gonna give you no information. But I like the fact that you're trying to get down to the bottom of it, honey, and figure out what a TI is, because he ain't telling. So she's giving him the 3rd degree. And she said, okay, so where were you on January 7th? Were you in Atlanta? He said, yeah, I was down there with a friend. Baby, she hit him with the, where were you on the night in question? She want to know. So she notices that he answers the truth quickly, but a lie, he's slow. He's slow to tell a lie, but quick to tell the truth. Got it. So he tells her that he was with a friend. And Miss Wanda said, so where did you stay? He said, I didn't stay there. She said, oh, okay. So you got up and left after you were through doing what you had to do. And he looking at her like, what? Miss Wanda, you not going to get no answers, honey. He not going to answer you. I would be irritated as hell messing with Marsau. I hate when people gaslight me and talk me in circles. I don't like going in circles, child. I can't stand it, honey. It's giving real big Ralph energy. So he said his story ain't changing. And she's like, well, everybody believe you but me. He said, one thing I can tell you is that you'll never have a receipt of anything. Oh, okay, I never had relations with that woman. Shout out to Bill Clinton. Moving forward. Whoever this woman is, I'm going to just say this. She must have an ironclad agreement. Now, I didn't think Marsau was Rockefeller, but clearly he's, engaging in payola. Because this heifer ain't saying nothing. I mean, not nothing. In the next scene, Mel goes by Stormy's house to check on her. Stormy, I have to say, your son is so handsome. He is cute. He is so cute. So they started talking about last night, and Mel was like, yeah, we went in positive, but we were not met with the same energy. All y'all had a chip on y'all shoulder. Every last one of y'all. So stop it. So here goes Stormy. I was kind of thrown off by Tisha's energy. So Mel is like, well, she didn't even speak to us. Did you notice that? She was just looking at her phone. Mel, and again, y'all ain't cool like that, so I wouldn't speak to you either. Anyway, so Stormy was like, is that normal? Mel said, well, I just feel like it's misplaced anger. No, ma'am, her anger was placed. Okay, it was placed correctly at you bringing Kiki to talk about her. That's what she was pissed about. Her anger was placed in the right way. So she said Tisha tried to throw little jabs about Martell cheating for 3 years. And she's like, I'm thinking to myself, what's your point? Yours is cheating and you still there. And she's like, I think she's in denial and delusional to something. Okay, Mel, well then let her be that. Let her be. If you knew for 3 years, allegedly, that Martell was cheating and tried to see your vows through, would you have received any of this information the way that you are presenting it to Tisha? Who you think gonna receive that? So you were Tisha before we got to know you? Hell, I've been a Tisha before. I think at least 3 out of 4 women can relate to turning a blind eye to some shit ain't right. And if you ain't saying that, then you ain't keeping it real. I'm just being real. Like, you have to let people learn in their own time. This is not your... Girl, I ain't got time. I really don't have time. The crazy thing about all this is that y'all still fighting 4 years later and the men planning another guy's trip to look for more women. Let it go. I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. So Mel feels like she shouldn't ask if she don't want to know. Don't ask me if you don't want the answer. Don't act like you're going to offer up the answer if you're not. You keep saying, oh, well, you go down to the bar. If you know what it is, say what it is. So, girl, stop. So Stormy is confused as to why Destiny was on one. Stormy, if you never would have interjected, my dear, Destiny would have never said anything. She would not. So Stormy was asking if Destiny was always aggressive, and Mel was like, yes. So then Stormy was like, well, she said it was a misconception. Mel was like, it's not. She can be aggressive, period. I wish y'all stop calling this lady that. And Mel, you know her and Tiffany's situation, so stop. If we're going to call her aggressive, all y'all were aggressive that night. Cut it out. You don't think you looking at this woman and calling her out her name is aggressive? You don't think you standing up, storming out saying, kiss your A is aggressive? Stormy, you don't think you were being aggressive? If y'all don't shut up. Stormy wants to know why it was that deep. So Mel reveals that Destiny called her and she wants them to sit down, and Stormy agreed. She was like, but it's got to be security. And Mel was like, you think so? She was like, because if she comes like that, I'm going to give her that same energy back. And this isn't aggressive? You already going in wrong. You already going in on some BS. Anyway, moving forward. In the next scene, Tisha and Miss Wanda meet at the food truck park, and Miss Wanda tells her what happened when she went to go meet Marsau. So then she brings up the picture, and she's like, have you seen it? Here go Tisha. Well, I've been off social media for like a month. Tisha, stop. Okay? You seen that picture. You've been all over YouTube. And I know you have. Okay? You seen that picture. I can tell you saw it by the way that you responded when she brought up the picture. Girl. So Miss Wanda brings up the picture on the phone so she can look at it. And she's like, a picture of somebody back? Tisha, you know your man. Okay? The way your voice went up an octave, it looks like it could potentially be him, allegedly. I used to pick my husband out of a lineup blindfolded. So you looking at that back and you know whether that's his back or not. She's like, that's what y'all got after 4 years? So Miss Wanda said, well, I asked him. Tisha's like, I'm not naive. I know what goes on in my household. Okay, now Tisha, I don't know about that, honey. It is giving naive to the fact that you can't put nothing past nobody. Okay? Not nobody. So Miss Wanda asked if Tisha is overlooking things because she loves him. I would have to say yes. And also, she could be comfortable. You know how you get in a space with your man, you like, okay, I'm comfortable, child. I ain't finna start over. I got 3 kids. I got this, that. We got businesses, things to tie up. I'm going to just see it on through. She is definitely turning a blind eye to it. So Miss Wanda and Tisha going back and forth and back about Tisha and Marsau. And Tisha's like, I'm sick of this. It's like y'all are trying to destroy my marriage. So Miss Wanda was like, I just want him to tell the truth. Tisha said he's already told the truth and y'all don't want to listen. So then she tells Tisha that Marsau told her that he was in fact in Atlanta. And I don't think Tisha knew that. The way she was looking, So Tisha's like, I'm just really getting saddened by this. Like, it's like people just trying to come for my marriage. Tisha, I think your mom is trying to get to the bottom of it because she know you're not going to get to the bottom of it. And these are the questions that need to be asked. Marsau has some kind of spell on Tisha, honey. I don't know what it is. You don't want to ask him, but never think that it can't happen. I just want you to be vigilant in the situation. Moving forward. So Tisha was like, if it was true, I think it would be out by now. I mean, I have to agree with that. I feel like it would be out by now as well. In the next scene, the uh-ohs go to meet with Martell, and Martell says that they've been, supporting him, so he wanted to invite them out for wine. Hotel came in sharp as a tack, as my grandma would say. Okay, Hotel in that 3-piece suit. Child, he make Lewis look like he going to the gas station. Oh, child. So Martell sits down and immediately he starts lying. Talking about, y'all look nice. No, they don't. Anywho, so they start talking and Tiffany brings up the book signing. Ma'am, why are you bringing this up? I thought a misconception about you was that you don't like mess. This seems messy to me. They weren't there. It wasn't his week. Move on. So Tiffany is like, I just feel like y'all should communicate. And she said that y'all don't talk. That's not good. So Martell is like, it's pathetic. Like, I don't give her any problems. Lies. So then Tiffany brings up Galentines Day and she starts running down her recollection of the events to the men. See, this is why Stormy had her good eye on you. Because why are you sharing this with them? They weren't there. Girl, anyway. So she's like, people think that Mel is my bodyguard, but Stormy is her bodyguard. So Martell said, and as soon as Stormy tells Mel no, then she gonna be out. So he told Tiffany, just give it a little while and you ain't gonna be there either. Damn. You definitely ain't gonna be there though, especially running everything back to Martell. And Melody, I'm speaking directly to you. Make sure that you cut Tiffany off the same way that you cut Destiny off. Because if Tiffany can go run back and talk to Martell about something that you already cleared up with her, then it should be no problem for Destiny to go sit with Tisha. Because Martell is as much as an enemy as Tisha is. So if we're gonna cut her off, we need to cut Tiffany off as well. Okay, just so we're clear. So after they done got done with that, he invites Lewis to Atlanta for the wine tasting. Child, black people love them some Atlanta. Do y'all hear me? So then here go Tiffany messy self. Is Tisha gonna allow Marsau to go? Because we all know who run that household. Here go Martell. Who? She said he does. Martell said like a man should. A man should run the house. And you ran your damn house into the ground. So shut up. And Tiffany, when the women see this at the reunion, I don't want to see you sitting up there with them pearls on, them kitten heels with that crying. Okay? You get what you get and you don't pitch a fit. Moving forward. In the final scene, Tisha rolls up on Marsau at Black. Child. Woo, woo. So she calls him. She's like, can you come outside? He was like, who? So he comes to the car thinking he about to have a casual conversation. He's like, what's up, babe? She's like, can you get in the car? He said, oh, this is a serious conversation. Oh, yes. It's getting serious in the Huntsville streets. And scene. Child, to be continued. And that was the end of the episode. Child, y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about this episode. I need to head on down to Love and Marriage DC. Okay, and then I need to head on over to see what Carlos Kang is talking about, because I think I might want to give a little bit of something speaking on it as far as Carlos and his late night hype. Shout out to Candy Burrs. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.